Hey everybody, this is Red Specs Gaming and welcome back to Minecraft Eternal. So on today's episode, we're going to get into a different kind of power called grid power. And there's a lot of machines that require grid power to run, so we need to set that up. It's actually a lot simpler than other power, and you basically just kind of set it up and then you always have it. So we're going to set that up today and start getting into the grid. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. Okay, so we're ready to make our remote now that we have purple. So if we go in here and we do remote, and we look at this guy, the advanced storage remote, he needs another star, which we have because I've killed the wither twice. And now we have the advanced that goes across dimensions. And so if we take this and we tie it to that, we should now be able to get to it anywhere we want. There's the simple, there's the upgraded, and now we have the advanced. And to test this, we can just run down to a portal room real quick. We can go into the nether. And now we can access our full network from in here. So if we wanted more purple, we've got it. We've got all kinds of stuff. Purple rain. So we can get to it in here. We go across here. Let's go into the beneath. We've got full access here, so now we can get to all of our stuff no matter where we're at. So our simple storage network is basically at its best right now. So that's pretty cool. Alright, something else I wanted to get into that we've been needing to talk about is grid power. And grid power is a different kind of power than electrical power. It's kind of, I don't even know how you explain it because I've never really messed with it before. But it's kind of like magical power, kind of, I guess. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with that. And if we do mill, is where you start. And you look at these different kinds of mills, right? Like sawmill, that's not the one we want. We want like a water mill or windmill. I think. Are these right? Let me think real quick. Dragon egg mill, yeah. So GP is what we're looking for. See how this says power given 500 GP? Creative mill, that's creative. Fire mill, power given 4 GP. Windmill, given 1 GP. So these things here, the extra utilities, is what we're looking for. But if you notice, they all require some stone burnt. Whatever the heck that is. And you get that by turning polished stone through a resonator, and you make that. It uses 8 GP. So we need GP to get GP. So how do we get the initial bit of this? And there should be, if we do add extra, and do mill. And the reason you're going to need this, by the way, there's a lot of machines that use GP. And when you go later on to get your creative flight ring, it's called the angel wing, I think it uses GP too. So you're going to need this for various things. And so what I think we're looking for is there should be a manual mill. This guy right here. And this guy is made with polished stones, a redstone gear, and a resonating redstone. Resonating redstone is made with ender shards and a glass cutter. We're missing items. What are we missing? I thought we already did this. Didn't we already do this? Maybe not. Get rid of that. Let's start with that. Let's make one of these. Put that in there. Then we can make, well, we'll go ahead and make that because we're gonna make a couple of these because we're gonna need some of those as we go forward. And then we should be able to do that. Yeah, okay. See, he broke it apart. The shard. So now we have 7 of those. And now we should be able to go bam, and bam, and now we have a manual mill. And we can put this manual mill right there. And if you right click it, it generates grid power, right? Except he's not actually doing anything. Why not? We have 0 out of 15 grid power. How do you work? No power used. Oh, okay. So he's generating 15 when you turn him is the way it works. And you can click on it and hold it. I'm not even touching my mouse right now. Hands away from my mouse. So he's generating the power himself. So what do we need to do then? From there, to get to the next mill, something better, let's go with a lava mill. We need the stone burnt. We'll go with that next. So we need stone burnt, and that's polished stone through a resonator. So we need to make a resonator. And a resonator is a block of coal, some redstone, iron, and resonating stone. That's not a big deal. We can do that. But we got to do it in our inventory here. So you to you, make you. We're missing something. What are we missing? We were missing something. You get made in there. How are you? Are we already out of those redstone things? Seriously? Why didn't I just make a bunch of them? Well, wow. Resonating. You know what? I bet they're on this table still. Yeah, look. See? Dang it. Anyways, now we should be able to do this. If we do you there, and now we have a resonator. Okay? And I'm going to move this over with the other machines. Just because I think machinery all goes over here on this wall. And if we put... These don't need hookups, I don't think. If we put you here, we put you on top, and we get some polished stone. Polished stone. We're gonna need one. Yeah, you know, we need regular stone, and we'll turn it into polished stone. So regular. That's cobble. Where's just a clean stone? There's a clean stone, and I think that's like that for polished. No, how do you make polished? Polished stone is, yeah. That's polished that's polished stone. Really? Is it, you gotta do slabs? Okay. Well, we'll go like that. We'll make a bunch of slabs. Alright. And then we'll take these, and we'll go like that. Make a bunch of polished stone. Bam. Alright, so we got 2 stacks of polished stone now. Okay, and so we should be able to put this in here. Maybe. No? How does this work? How, pray tell, does this work? No power used generated. No power used. Maybe we have to put it on top? I don't know. Let's pick it up. Get that, get that. Do we put polished stone on top? I'm not sure. Put him off to the side for the moment. Grid power. Is there a way to store grid power? See, grid power just is. I don't think it's like built up. So as long as I'm doing this, we've got grid power. Even though it doesn't look like we do here. If we look there, it goes down. Huh. Let me see. How do we do this? What goes in here? Do you go in there? No. Can't put polished stone in here. Let's see. You don't have any of that. Let's look at extra util. Extra mill. And then if we need this, is that the same? That might not be the same polished stone. Ah, it's a different kind of polished stone. We need cracked stone bricks to get that kind of polished stone. Can we chisel it? Let's see if we can chisel it. Nope. Okay, we can't chisel it. So what about stone? Like straight up stone. We'll throw this up in there for now. That's the wrong kind of stone. Let's take you out. And can we turn you into extra utils? Do you turn? I see nothing that says that it can, but we can do cracked stone bricks out of these, right? Let's make sure. We want... Where is it? Add extra. Mill. Let's start. Put you on A real quick. So you're over here. Let's get rid of these things. We want this. This polished stone comes from cracked stone bricks, chiseled stone bricks, or stone bricks in a 4x4. Okay, so we can chisel these into bricks. Stone bricks, chisel, chisel. Okay. And then if we go here and we do these this way, that gives us the extra util version. There we go. Alright, that's good. 2 stacks should be good. Now if we put these in here, we have no GP. But if we do this and put this on here, right, and we start turning this, we're generating grid power. See, now it looks like there's a use for it, so we're generating it. So he's building it up. And we'll let this sit here for a minute and see if this thing turns into those bricks that we need. Yeah, see, he builds it up and then he uses it. Let's see how he's looking. We've made 2 so far. All right, so for what we need, if we're going to make a lava mill, which generates 4 GP, you put lava, I think, in it and it generates it. Water mill is the same thing. You put water in it or near it and it creates GP. Wind, probably you hook up to a wind thing. Fire, you place over fire. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to skip all of these because you see these are just creating 4 GP or 1 GP or whatever. We're going to go right to the dragon egg mill. That creates 500 GP. And we can get some nether stars for that. We just need 4 bricks and this guy here, which should be easy enough to make. And that's 500 GP. That's like all the grid power we're going to need forever kind of thing, I think. So we're going to skip right ahead to him. I'm all about skipping ahead, guys. So let me get 4 of these, and then we're going to run down, and we're going to get 2 more nether stars. So what are we at, 2? All right, give me a minute, and I'll be back. All right, so I wanted to show how you would use one of these before you had the dragon egg. Because the dragon egg you only get, I think, the first time you kill the ender dragon on your server, maybe. So only one person can have that. But since I'm in single player game, I have that. However, you might want to do grid power before you even get there. So we're going to make the lava mill real quick. So that just takes redstone, some of that stone burnt. I made a bunch of it there. And you take that out. And let's just build a little area in the ground here. Like this. We're gonna pick this up when we're done, but I did too many. Okay, hold on. Let's pull these back. Okay, so your mill would go like here in the middle, right? So you put that there. And he's not generating any power right now, okay? But if we get a bucket, and we take said bucket, and we get lava, which we have plenty of, right in here. And if you put the lava here, you see he starts generating 3 power because it's flowing lava around him. And then I think if we do this side here, let's see. trying to think of what the best way for this to work would be. It may be that this wants lava everywhere around it. So let's try that. Let's go lava here. I'm gonna fill it up with lava around it and see. I was thinking it needed to be flowing, but I could be wrong about that. So let's just fill it with lava and see what we end up with. Let's see. You're flowing. You're flowing. You're currently power generating 3. Is this guy here working? Grid is overloaded. I wonder what that means. We'll pull that up real quick. Grid is overloaded. He needs 7 out of 8. Let me go in here real quick. Grab that. Power drain 708. Let's try that. All right, we need to put some in there. Okay. Get it fully filled up and see what happens. Alright, power generating 2. Grid power 7 out of 2. Are you doing anything now? No. Grid is overloaded. What does that mean exactly? What exactly does that mean? One moment. Okay, so I read something that said something to do with speed. Maybe this needs a speed upgrade on it. So let's try doing add extra speed. So this is increases the speed of operations. This is upgrades speed, increases the speed of operations. That's magical. And that's ultimate. So let's do some of these. We need redstone, gold, and whatever an upstone base. Red. Okay, so make a couple of these. Right? Let's put these in here. And this works when I manually turn it. So if we put that in here, well, see, that works then. And then it hits this point. Oh, you know what it is? I think it wants more power than this thing is generating. See, right now he's only generating 2. And I think too much lava. We can get him to where he generates 3. It says 4, but I read that it's actually kind of impossible to get it to 4. To get it to generate 4. There's ways to do it when you put other lava mills in a certain configuration, like you can put them here, 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 and here, and you take more advantage of it. But I'm not sure. So let's get it to 3 and make it stay there if we can. We'll put all of this lava in here for now. I'm gonna pull all the lava up except for part of it, maybe. You're at 2. We'll grab all the rest of this lava. Alright, so he should have 1 lava on him right now. No power used, no power generated. And that'll disappear. Now if we go here... Yeah, see, now he's generating 3. And so this guy will have run almost to that point. But if we hand crank it and generate more, right? Get it up to where it needs to be. Now we've got the upgrade base. Yeah, see, he's getting 3, but when he hits 3, which is what the thing's generating, now we're overloaded because it needs 8 to make something. And that's just not making enough with that. So let's do this by hand and get one more of these bases, because we can generate 15 by hand, but you got to sit here and do it. Alright, so we've got that. So now let's make the speed upgrade. There's one of those. Wonder how many of these we can put in here. Now it only requires 6 instead of 8, or we're up to 6 is what we're getting. Can we do a second one of those in there? Do they stack? They do stack. Now we're up to 9 out of 24. Interesting. So if we do this by hand, nothing? I'm not sure. But the point is that you need to generate enough power that this thing needs. So for this thing to turn this polished stone, he needs... maybe no, that's right, because now it says it wants 24. He needs 8. That's weird. I'm not sure how that works. Were we saying we need more? Or maybe we do 3 at a time. Let's see. Let's get this to complete and see what we get real quick. No. 15 out of 24. We can only generate 18. So we can't generate enough ourselves. So let's do it down to 1. So now it's 16. We can generate 15 on this thing, and then the lava mill gives us enough on the other. So if we generate that, it's just quicker. It just works quicker is what it is. Okay. Well, you get the point. So you play with these different mills to get the kind of speed that you want. But we're going to skip right past this and put this away. We're going to pick this guy up. So we're not using that. And we're also not using this. And we can fill this back in real quick. And what we're actually going to make are the extra dragon mill. Dragon egg mill. And so he needs one of these, and the rest we should have. And boom, now we have dragon egg power. And what we can do is we can take this, we can put this dragon egg mill here in the wall, and he is currently not generating anything, but if we put a dragon egg on top, namely the nether dragon egg that we just got, he will now generate 500 grid power. So this thing will go nuts. This thing, if we put speed on him real quick, boom, boom, bam, now he'll go a lot quicker because he can get a bunch of, he's just really cooking. Really cooking. I don't know if we need all of that though, so we're going to stop it. But that's our resonator. So now we should have generating 500 grid power. And it doesn't seem like it does anything until you have something working. So like if we were to put that back in there, you would see it goes up again. But he's generating 500 grid power. So that's insane. That's pretty awesome. So that's how grid power works. So we should be covered on grid power now for quite some time because we're using our dragon egg to do it. So that's awesome. Okay, so one other thing that I wanted to do is automate the creation of Flux. So right now, when we make Flux, you have to drop obsidian onto redstone, and it breaks it. So we've got some things we've made here. This is a block breaker from Open Blocks. This is a block placer from Open Blocks. So we're going to take these two guys. Let me show you what his recipe is. It's just a diamond pickaxe and some cobble and iron. Okay. And we're going to put the block breaker here. And you want it facing that way. This little chewy mouth looking thing facing that way. And then we're going to put the block placer here. Okay. So that will place. That will break. And then out of the breaker, he's got a little butthole here. and he'll actually spit out the block he breaks into a chest. So if we put a block in front of him, for example, that's there, and we put a lever, we're going to put a lever on this guy, okay, and he'll pass the signal through to him, and now the block is there, right? So if we take that guy, and we put that guy here, he puts it out there. So if we had, let's get some redstone. We had some redstone, stack of, and we threw that stack of redstone here, and we right-clicked it, or left-clicked it. You see, he fell, turned it into flux, and then he broke the obsidian block and put the obsidian block in here. So we could take an item conduit, right? And we could tell him insert, right? And then we could tell him always extract, right? Always active. And then he would put that out there, and then if we could get this to somehow automatically do its thing, it would just cycle through the system, right? So the other thing we want is we want this automatic precision dropper. We've seen these. And if we put that guy there, and we load him up with some redstone, bam, he'll spit it out, right? And so he's putting the redstone in place, but this guy just needs to be left-clicked. See how that would work? The question is, how the hell do we get this to click? Well, that's where the mechanical user comes into play. So if we take the mechanical user, and we put the mechanical user, let's turn this off real quick. And let me throw some redstone under there, because I want to get under here. We take the mechanical user, and we put the mechanical user here. And we put this on. The mechanical user, we could tell him to left click, right? Generic click, always on. And so then if he had redstone in him, does he need grid power? Upper left slot, random slot, right click, left click, place block, use item on block, activate, use item, entity, generic click. He should have the power. Why is he not left clicking? This should work. What is your major malfunction? This is the question. Because I can left click that. Right? Is he aimed in the right direction? He should be. What's the catch? Why are you not working? This is the question. Why does he not work? Let me see. Does he require that to do something? Redstone off. Aha. Okay. So if we put this in here, there we go. And this will just run until the redstone's gone. Right? Because once the redstone's gone, he'll go out there, and clicking it doesn't matter. Though that could be, let's see. It's not really hurting FPS too much. I've seen worse. FPS is still pretty decent. So what we can do though is we need a way to pick this up now, because this is not. We look in him, he's got stuff in him, but I don't know if that matters. I don't think that matters. Let's. Do you have to have something in you? What if we put a bucket in you? Hey, he's just clicking with the bucket then. He just has to have an item in him, it looks like. Alright, so we wanna set this up so it shuts off the system instead of just using a straight switch here, because we don't want the whole thing to constantly be running, right? And so we want this to know that, hey, as long as this guy, what is his mode? He goes with right now deactivation, so he runs constantly, so he needs a signal. So what we need to know is if he has anything in him, maybe? Maybe? Or maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it's just gonna sit here. It might be that it doesn't matter, guys. So let's try this. Let's get a system to pick it up. So, Absorption Hopper. Do we have an Absorption Hopper? I don't see an Absorption Hopper. But we can make one. Let's make one. No, wait, we don't want an Absorption Hopper, because an Absorption Hopper will actually pick everything up. And we don't want that. So we want... a vacuum? Vacuum chest, maybe? So we want one of these. But he needs that, which we should be okay on. Yep. So we take that. We're gonna put this vacuum chest right here. That's what we'll do. And we're gonna set his range to 1 and show the range. So he'll just in this area right here, which should be good enough. And we want an item filter. So give me an item filter. Basic item filter. We're gonna put that in him. And we're gonna get rid of this stuff. And we're gonna say only pick up Flux. It's the only thing I want you to pick up is Flux. Okay. And then we can take another ender chest. You guys know this trick by now. Ender chest. Make one of these. Bam. And we will put that there. And we need light gray dye. And we get light gray dye from that, like that. We're gonna make this guy gray, gray, gray. And then all of this flux can now go into the network. And we can hide his range. And we need to get the items out of him. Let's start with getting us some redstone real quick. Bam, 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 bam. We're gonna throw some in there. So he should be getting it. Yeah, he's building it up in here. So we need one more item conduit. Take that. Put you there. Actually need more than that, don't we? Yeah, we do. One more. Put that there. Your insert. Your extract. Always active. And so he will extract into this guy. Alright, and then I think what we'll do, because this has only got that many slots, we'll make another crate. Which we have a small crate already. Give me an item filter. Or an item conduit. We're going to put the item conduit here. And we're going to put this guy on top of it. And this is going to be insert. And then this is going to be extract. So we need to get underneath here. So this is extract. Always active. On this guy. And now we should be able to feed it just a crap ton of redstone. Let's just get tons of it. And then we just feed all of this into here. and he'll make me flux and just run. And so if we look at our network, we look at flux on the network, should be going up here shortly. Yep, there's 29, there's 45, there's 53, there's 555, 563, and so on and so forth. And so there's your automated flux creation system there. So I'm gonna grab a bunch more redstone, feed this up real quick, and then go back up top. Alright, so now with my automated flux in hand, we made us another gargantuan flux storage, which we can pop on top of him, tell him that he is now that, and now we can start building up more flux. So that's pretty awesome. So now we can get 512 million RF stored up. I'm not sure if we'll need it, but hey, 2 tanks should be good for now, right? So there you go. There we have it, folks. We're running off of dragon egg power. As far as I know, that should run forever, and we should always have 500 grid power at our disposal, or at least it generates 500 grid power. And I don't think we'll need more than that. So, hope you guys enjoyed that episode. I hope it was informative. And if you did like the episode, do me a favor, hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. That way you get notified when I drop a new video. So until next time, I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your week. I'll talk to you later. Bye now.